Hey everybody, Roger, Right Prism, Cadell here. I'm here with Keaton. Keaton, you'll introduce yourself in a second. We're taking over for Mort because he's in the process of moving right now. He's just moved to Washington. Congratulations, Mort. But we'd be remiss if we let you go a patch without a rundown. So we're gonna do our best. Keaton, why are we here? Who are we?
Yep. No, hey everybody, Riot Mort here. But I'm here. So my name's Riot Chalky Keaton. I'm a designer on the live team, so working on these live balance patches every other week. And yeah, here to bring you the rundown for this one.
Yeah, we have a super fun one this time around. It is our last patch of Inkborn Fables, which is really cool because we get to do a lot of fun stuff because the Tactician's Crown will be played on 14.13. So this patch is going to seem kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. We're paying homage to a lot of our favorite parts of the set. We're doing memes with things that maybe didn't go so well in the set, and then we're just trying to open up some new and novel comps as well. Systems. This is the encounter set, so we're doing a lot of changes to encounters to make them as memorable and fun as possible in our last patch with them. These are some changes that Mort actually got in before he left on his vacay/move. So every game is now going to have 5 encounters in them, jam-packed, and then we're going to be buffing quite a few encounters. First one is Dancing with Kobuko, which is now going to give you even more rewards. Tristana is going to grant even more gold, and Tom Kench is going to require less fish for his maximum loot reward. We're also changing the frequency that you see some encounters. You're going to see Darius, Kobuko, Jax, Kaisa, Kha'Zix, Lee Sin, Ornn, Set, Tristana, Yorick, Zoe, and Zyra even more for those specific encounters. And you're going to see Ashe and Yorick less. Keaton, you want to talk about traits a little bit?
Sure. So Behemoth and Warden are two where we're adding an extra trait tier to these, kind of just a little bit for fun. You know, we didn't have these at the start because they're not really that viable of a comp. Maybe like 8 Warden with Garen you can make work, or 8 Behemoth with Shen and the Hero Augment. Those you could probably make work, but yep. So we threw those in. You get a little bit of extra stuff from them and a little bit of an extra fun effect for those as well. Fortune, we basically are reverting the nerf that we did a while back to where if you play at stage 3, it's going to give you a little more base luck, meaning you're a little more incentivized to get into Fortune on stage 3. It's going to be a little more powerful. And we're also making the maximum breakpoint a little easier to get to. So if you still haven't gotten the crazy big Fortune cash out yet, it's a little easier to do on this patch. And then finally, Sniper is getting a nerf. Mort, specifically said he really wanted us to be super precise on exactly the tuning on this. So just put that in for him. He said, don't worry about how the numbers look. Just get it right.
They look great. Those numbers are great looking.
Yeah, very aesthetically pleasing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone will love it.
Yeah.
And then Warden, I'm super excited about Warden. This is a change I pitched at you. Wardens are actually they're going to watch out for you now, because at 8 Warden, you're going to get even more damage reduction, and you're going to be able to see who your next opponent is.
Yeah, Roger's a very literal interpreter of our traits. So, now you can actually kind of be a Warden along with the damage reduction.
Yeah. Right. 1 cost. I'll take the first couple. So sure. Jax, just a quality life buff, gonna cast way more. Jax never has really had his moment in the limelight this set, so it's really nice to give him the chance right there. And then Kobuko, this is one I just wanted to see Kobuko become the Kobu crank that we know he is. Kobapo, I don't know. You can come up with a couple variations of his name, but if you want a guaranteed top 8, I think attack speed Kobuko will get you there eventually. And speaking of attack speed buffs for champions that may not want to build attack speed, Malphite. I think this is going to make, alongside this Behemoth 8 buff, this is the cook. So it's Malphite, Behemoth 8. Malphite's got Rage Blade, Runeans. He's just slapping and cleaving, and it's just hilarious. And Bramble because the armor scaling. And yeah, guaranteed top 8. It doesn't get easier than that.
Yeah, the Malphite buff I think you can make it work. Some tech is Wit's End. It actually applies on all the units he hits with his cleave, and he'll heal off that. So, Rage Blade in the item data, it may be straight up the worst item you can build on him, but here you go. Maybe some copium for the last patch that attack speed Malphite can work.
Wow. And what do we have for Rek'Sai?
Yeah, Rek'Sai, another one of those one costs that, people haven't really been excited to reroll the whole set. There's some stuff with like Horizon Focus artifact, but just giving her a little love, just a tiny mana buff, small damage buff. So if you do want to go for Rek'Sai 3, it'll be a little more exciting this patch. And then Sivir, kind of same deal. Sivir 3 kind of had to pay for the sins of how good like the early Story Weaver and Sivir 2 and all that's been this whole set. So Sivir 3 has never really been a comp people pursued. We did a few light ability duration buffs, so just hammering on that again. Hopefully 10 seconds is enough to interest you and playing around Sivir 3 if it's offered to you. And then finally Yasuo. We nerfed Yasuo a long time ago in one of the first few patches of the set because he was kind of too strong in an opener, but since then, it hasn't been as exciting to go for like big tank Yasuo or Yasuo 3. So just buffing back up a bit of his shield scaling so he can be more of a kind of carry if you give him the tank items.
And 2 costs.
Yeah, so 2 cost. Aatrox, I think this is the unit Mort wants buffed every patch. So of course gotta throw in the buff. This is just a healing buff. We took away a lot of his healing a couple of patches ago when we shifted him to lower mana, higher damage. He's okay. Aatrox 2 is fine mid-game, and, people play him in the ghostly comps, but he's not really the star of the show, so we're just giving him a little love to make it so that, everybody's excited to hit, like, Shen 3. Maybe you'll be a little more excited to hit Aatrox 3. And then probably one of the spicier buffs is Riven going down 5 mana, which is, very extreme when you put blue buff on her, because then she basically just permacasts with 10 mana total. We had this internally before those sets shipped, but we ended up nerfing it and we were thinking like, oh yeah, you'll get 5 mana here or there from like being attacked. But Riven's another one of those units where her traits have been so good that like she's definitely seen play this set, but she's never really been the star of the show. People haven't really been like, oh, here's this crazy Riven 3 comp. So, maybe this will be the patch where she can actually get some of that done. She's got some pretty sick builds with artifacts. Innervating Locket and Silvermere Dawn are both really good on her. So try that out. Maybe throw blue buff on. Maybe it'll be good now. We'll see.
And for 3 costs, got a little special cook for you here. Elune as an AD carry. Hear me out. Lil bro Aphelios, it's time to hang up the guns because Elune with still Spear Shojin, so she can keep ramping her attack speed, but then maybe some like hybrid attack speed and offensive items like Giant Slayer is going to be pretty good. I bet you red buff is going to be really good. That's my hot take right here. What do you think about Elune AD carry, Keaton? Is that getting me into bronze?
It sounds like another one of your top 8 strategies for sure.
Yeah,
but,
I got a lot of those.
We'll give it to you. If you want an AD item, hold Elune, go for it. It's not as troll now.
And then we have Bard and Yone. I'm gonna talk about both of them at the same time. They had at least one patch where they're pretty dominant. Story Weaver Bard in the opening patch, and then Heavenly Yone. So we're giving them a small nerf that would probably completely gut them and leave them untouchable for the rest of the set. So we'll see how that pans out. And Keaton, how are you going to turn Diana into a Nashor's Tooth carry?
Yeah, Diana, another one of those units where her traits are just so good. You see her on boards all the time, but she's not really your carry. She's not the unit you're excited about itemizing. And I feel like in Diana's case, she kind of got forced into a tank role. But really, she's kind of like a hybrid carry. Mort didn't let me buff her damage earlier in the set, so here we go. We're finally doing it. You could try Wits End, you could try AP. Another user of a lot of attack speed and APIs. Porcelain Emblem's pretty good. Duelist Emblem's pretty good. Crank Diana 3. There we go.
Wow. Guaranteed top 8.
No, it'll be good. Trust.
Yeah. Well, that's the patch. It's pretty crazy. Lots of memes. Make sure to give us your Diana 3 highlights, your Kabuko Rage Blade top 8s, and yeah, show me if you get first place with the attack speed Malphite coming at me. Other than that, Keaton, any parting words?
Try to get the prismatic orb off the Tom Kench fishing encounter. It was pretty much impossible before, so hopefully you can do it now. Practice your fishing skills. But other than that, yeah, thanks for playing set 11, and we'll see you pretty soon here for set 12.